Hi everyone, welcome back. So I wanted to restart recording right now because if you saw in the first clip, go on YouTube if you haven't yet. Look at Dulce's face. Dulce, who are you texting?
What? No one. I'm not texting no one.
Let's start it so we can go back to explaining what just happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing.
Let's just start.
When life gives you lemons.
You create a podcast.
We're
Hi
back.
everyone. Welcome back. We're back. Hi. For today's podcast, we decided to do a little less structured one. We're trying this out for the first time and we're going with the flow, where there's no verses or relatable or lemon talk segment today. But I'm like really happy that we did this because before the podcast even started, we already have something juicy to talk about. So while we were starting, I'm the host of this meeting, so I like to mess around with Dulce and sometimes put her in and out of the waiting room back and forth. So I put her in the waiting room, and when she came back, she had this look on her face. Okay, she had her phone, and I don't know what app she had open, but she took a picture. She was like, and then she started texting, and she's like, she was all happy, all smiling, the tea. Dulce has a relationship? Oh, she left the meeting. She didn't want to get exposed. Exposed.
Look.
No, she has nothing to say. It's true.
No, it's not true. It's not true. I was trying to work Instagram because Instagram is just not working with me today. And basically, I was going to record this whole thing that's going on because at the beginning of this meeting, before she started recording, she kept on kicking me out. So I wanted to show you, all the listeners, that Joanna was bullying me. And this is why a lot of our podcast episodes are longer than they are than they should be when we edit.
This is a false statement because if she was recording what I was doing of kicking her out, her camera would have been like this. But she was like this, and she was smiling at the camera. And then she went typing.
No, I don't know how this works. Look,
you don't know how Instagram works?
No, I don't know.
Oh, got you there.
Look. Say hi, everyone.
Hi. Dulce has a boyfriend.
No, I don't. Say hi.
I don't even think they can hear me because you have your earphones on.
Oh, true. That should be the sneak peek, huh? No. That's not true, though. That's not true. False statement here. I can confirm that it's not true. I am alone, probably forever be alone. So
you kind of hesitated there, Dulce. You were like, I'm seeing. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm alone. You kind of hesitated there.
I was trying to look for the right word.
What's wrong with the word single? You're not single? Maybe you're alone at this moment, but not at other times.
Stop. Okay, moving on from these lies. Actually, no, I can't move on because Joanna's kind of controlling this. So Joanna, continue.
No, let's just stay on this topic forever. Let me text some people that I know will ask juicy questions, and they want to know a lot of details about this.
Wait, can I just say? Tell me what? I want to give a quick shout out to Alfredo, because he was the first person to actually personally DM me and asked me whether Ethan texted back.
Oh my gosh. Alfredo isn't gonna see this like until 3 months from now or something. He's watching the episodes all late.
So thank you for asking. And he also gave us a really good idea for our next podcast episode, hopefully.
Or we could talk about that right now.
No, we can't.
Okay.
I am not like this. Oh my god, wait, haven't I said that before? Didn't I say that in one of your video where we cooked? Oh, where you cooked and I was just there laughing
I don't
about
know.
the fact that you couldn't open
I don't know.
you couldn't open the little what's it called? Where the little things came in? The little
The pastries? Dulce, get with the program. Stop thinking about your boyfriend and like focus on this podcast.
Oh wait, where's the camera? Oh. Ripping that T Swift merch right there.
Taylor Swift.
Throwback to our last podcast episode where I dressed up as the queen herself.
The queen, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I have no comment on that. I still haven't listened to the album. Okay, now let's go away from talking about Dulce's boyfriend that she was texting right now. Don't worry, I'll give you guys some updates in the future. But now we kind of want to transition into like school because as we're seniors in high school, some exciting things happen this week for us. So, but first, let's start off with like maybe middle school or elementary school. And Dulce, go ahead. Tell us a memory you have from either middle school or elementary school.
You see, the thing about Joanna is that she never failed to amaze me and her dedication to her friendship. Joanna was the best wing woman ever. I won't say specifically, but basically, Joanna was just. I think we have to mention it. Like, I think that's my favorite middle school memory was like, Joanna thinks that I'm great at talking to guys. I'm not. Trust me, I try to avoid that like I'm like, do you want to say something?
I said she is. She's always talking to them.
Hey, this is not true. This is not true. This is not true. Anyways, Jordan's like, I don't believe it. um, but so the thing was that at this time, I'm really young, and I had a crush, and this crush apparently also liked me. And so I was really scared to ever go up to him, like really, really scared. Like I never really talked to him. I never did any of that because I was too shy to actually social interact with this person. So going a little bit more back into it, me and this person were really great friends, and then we found out that we kind of liked each other. This was my first crush that actually like that I knew I was aware that he liked me and he was aware that I liked him. So it was like we were like transparent walls, like we knew. And anyways, this is not about that. This is about Joanna. And so um I think at this time I was really close to the people I was close to. So Joanna was one of those people. I told her. And she kind of also found out. Like I think it was pretty obvious. A lot of people found out slowly but surely as time went on. But basically, at a certain point, we had a fire drill thing going on. And no, am I saying it wrong?
It was an earthquake.
It was an earthquake drill. It was some sort of drill.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
attack me.
I know what she wants to say, but no, it wasn't a fire drill. It was actually we were sixth graders, right? Yeah, we were sixth graders because I remember that we had the sixth grade, like we were in homework time in the after school program, and we were sixth graders. And that day, they said like, oh, at 3 something or some random time, there's gonna be a big earthquake that's gonna end the world. That's what everyone was talking about during that time, during that year.
Can we just say that's kind of traumatizing to say to some sixth graders? Like
Well,
low
that
key.
I know, and everyone was like so casual about it, and all of us like went to school. But us sixth graders, being sixth graders, we were in homework time, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, it's almost 3! It's almost 3!" And all of us got under the desk, and we were like screaming basically. And the eighth grade teacher had to come in and be like, "You guys are too loud. Like, don't worry, nothing's gonna happen." But basically, that's what prompted Dulce and me to do what she's going to explain next because we thought it was going to be the end of the world.
So, because this is the first time that, like Joanna mentioned, and like I've mentioned, that I've actually expressed my feelings to someone, and we thought it was the end of the world. And I think at this time too, I gotta be okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think at this time we would still do like little notes to each other because we were too like scared to actually talk just because we were both aware that we liked each other. So it was kind of awkward in that sense.
I think you guys only yeah, I think you guys only did notes because I remember what happened after. So
I'm like shaking. I'm like shaking telling this story just because there's a lot more, but I'm just gonna be a little bit not that specific here. Um,
okay, so let me explain more into detail. So what happened was obviously we thought it was the end of the world, and Dulce had this crush, and the crush liked her back, and so we were like, I don't know how it even came up, but we're like, oh, you should write a note to him, like saying goodbye because the world is literally gonna end like in a minute or two. It was very close to the time where they said the earthquake was gonna happen, so Dulce wrote it really quickly, and she's like, oh my gosh, should I put this? Should I put that? And then I was like, you're gonna put that? I was like, okay. So she wrote her note, and we finished. And it was like 1 minute before the time where they said the end of the world, like it was going to be the earthquake for the end of the world. So Dulce being too scared to deliver it to him, I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll sacrifice myself. But I was like, I'm gonna run over there because the end of the world is about to happen, and I need to take cover under a table. The earthquake can't get me. So I ran across the hallway to the room where he was at, and I entered and I saw the teacher and I said, "Oh, hi, Miss," and then like her name, and then I was like, "Where's?" And then I said the guy's name, and then I saw him. He was there on the board, like trying to solve homework. And I ran to him and I was like, hi, oh yeah. And I didn't even hand it to him. I just threw it to him. And then I ran out because the earthquake was about to happen. And that's what happened.
there you have it, ladies and gents. This is Joanna being a real one. This is what you call the OG friends, and here we are a few years later. Would you still be my wing woman after everything?
Yes. I'll be willing to run into a room and throw a note at someone and then run out again. Yes. But
Get yourself a friend like Joanna.
but should
But
we
don't steal
say
her, she's mine. No, I'm just
but
kidding.
should we say
She's my
what was
friend.
on the note? And do we want to say what came after I threw that note?
What came after throwing that note? I think like a lot of things came after that. But so there's a lot of things that are missing in this factory that the listeners, don't know yet. And so a lot of things in the letter can't be said just because of privacy reasons also. We don't want to be exposing people here, but I'm pretty sure that they know who they are. but at the same time, they don't really listen to this podcast either way. Unless you do, then hi. Hey, how are you? Nice. Haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? But I'll let Joanna explain what happened after the note was violently thrown at him.
Yes. So, like I said, I threw the note at him and I ran out and I took cover. I ran back across the hallway and took cover in the 6th grade classroom, expecting the earthquake to happen any minute. And the clock, we're just going to say it was predicted for the earthquake to happen at 3 because I don't actually know what time it was. But the clock struck and it was 3 o'clock. And all of 6th graders, we screamed. We thought this was it. We thought our journey, like, we ended middle school as 6th graders. Like, that was it. But then it turned 3:01, we were fine and nothing happened because obviously we're still here.
And then we realized that we just did a lot of things in less than a few minutes ago, and then we're going to regret it like the few seconds that come after that.
Yeah, so obviously nothing happened. Homework time ended and it was time to transition to our activity time because this was all during the after school program. And the teacher that was in charge of the classroom that the guy, Dulce, was in, I saw her as we were exiting like the little school building and walking to the field to transition into activity time. So I saw her and I was like, "Oh, hey, miss, did so-and-so say anything about the note?" And she was like, "No, he didn't. He was just confused as to why you threw it at him and he left running." So he was probably like, okay. Yeah, because I remember, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember I just threw it and I think it actually fell on the floor. But like I didn't like go grab it and give it to him. I just ran out because I was also kind of freaking out because of the stuff you wrote in there. I was like, I'm not gonna be here one moment while he reads it.
I know, because then it looks weird because it's you giving it to him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
god. But imagine he's like, I don't really care about the letter, but like, why you throw it at me violently?
yeah, so that happened. He was confused, but then after that, he obviously read the letter, and I think Dulce should explain what came next.
Look at the time. That's it, folks. That's Lemon Talk for you, everyone. Yay! Can we have some applause going? We need some sound effects. Woo! I have earphones on, and you thought that was the smartest move to do?
Sorry. Boo.
To conclude the story, he ended writing me back instead of confronting me. I mean, like, we were really nervous. Like, it's weird because looking back at it, we were okay. Wait. I actually want to ask you a personal question, and I think I'm really interested to know. Joanna, you know everything. Our listeners don't, but what was your opinion of that whole experience? Like, I actually really genuinely want to know. Don't give out too much, but then you can tell me later secretly.
Well, I don't really have an opinion on that because I I really wasn't. I was told stuff, but I didn't know everything because like the major parts I wasn't there. Like when you guys went to like an after school event, and you know which one, I wasn't there. I just heard about it. I wasn't able to go. And then when you guys when you guys found out that you liked each other, I didn't know either. I found out because everyone around you was acting so weird when you guys got close to each other, and that's kind of when I think I asked you like if something was happening because I didn't know anything. So I didn't really have much opinion on it because I was just mainly being told because the major events I wasn't there to witness.
Yeah, physically you weren't there.
Yeah.
But okay, well, with that being like said, because there is a lot I realizing back because this was 6th grade, and I think at this point you really we weren't in the same program, Were we?
Yeah, no. There was 3 after-school programs at our middle school, and during that time, I was in a different one than Dulce. I ended up joining the
Yeah.
one Dulce was in a little later on. So
Yeah, we mentioned that in a previous podcast episode, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I talk about the same person again in there.
you do? I didn't
Yeah,
remember
remember?
that. I didn't remember
I
that.
remember when I told you, oh, I never tried a funnel cake?
Oh.
It's all because of that guy. Anyways, but how do you feel like after knowing everything, and then once you were put, like once you came and you asked me and I told you everything, and then like you were able to like see, and then you know some stuff, you know more recent stuff that happened that really weren't in middle school. So what was like your overall opinion on that situation?
Okay, obviously, with like growing up, like most, I know, I'm not gonna say everyone because not everyone, but most people, they have parents like that are like, oh no, you're too young to have like to be having like crushes or like any type of relationship with a guy. And so obviously that was my first thing because I was like, oh my gosh, we're sixth graders. Like my parents said no relationships. So that was obviously the first thing that came to mind. Um, it still comes to my mind still. When I found out my aunt had a boyfriend in high school, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh my gosh, no relationships. Yeah. So that was one thing that I thought. But after like I like heard everything and like saw some stuff, and I was just like, wow, Dulce is very brave. I would never. I would
Oh,
never even
think
approach anyone. I was like,
it it takes
say,
practice. No, I'm just kidding.
you heard it here first. To the
Anyways,
guy that's listening right now that Dulce was texting at the beginning of this podcast, like she just told you, like she had practice. She practiced her flirting text.
don't even. Yeah, I was practicing my love letter writings in middle school in 6th grade. No, I'm just kidding.
The tea is really being spilled here. This time I didn't have to do much exposing of Dulce. Dulce kind of more like exposed herself today. I think she's liking this segment.
No, no, no. Wait, honestly though, I think I was exposing myself. What was I getting myself into?
You
You see, this is
were.
this is what I get because Joanna was like, let's do an unstructured podcast episode, and I was like, okay. And then this happened. So guess what, y'all? No more unstructured. I'm just kidding.
You know what, Dulce? I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room.
No, don't you dare.
Now that we've talked about Dulce's little, I don't know what you call it, whatever that was,
Whatever that was. Yeah.
we're gonna go into like one of my favorite memories. Me, in 7th grade, 8th grade. I don't even know what grade it was. I know it wasn't 6th grade, but either 7th or 8th grade. I was so rebellious, guys. I snuck into a school dance. That's right. I didn't pay. I didn't pay the $4. Okay, so what happened? A lot of these stories have to do some aspect of like after school. So what happened was if there was a school dance and after school kids wanted to attend the dance, there was always an after school teacher at the dance just to make sure like to watch the kids that were in the after school program. So the teacher that was assigned that day for that dance, I knew her, right? And I would always talk to her. So I joined her. I asked her, I was like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I have to go supervise the dance. I was like, okay, I'll just walk with you that way. But now I was just thinking of walking with her and then like leaving her at some point, right? And she went in. She's like, "Oh yeah," she told the teacher, the school teacher, "Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm the after school staff. I'm gonna go in." She said, "Okay," and then she stopped me. She's like, "Joanna, where are you going?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm with her," and they let me in, and I didn't pay the $4.
This is like that, like, not the shade. I was gonna say the shady thing where like you go to a club and you're like with the popular like celebrity, and you're like, I'm with her.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like so rebellious. I snuck into a dance. I didn't pay the $4.
Joanna, honestly, was such a rebel. What the chicken nuggets?
And you know what I did at the dance? I just stood there
So you rebelled against the stereotype
of dancing
of dancing.
at a school dance.
Oh my God, we have an activist here.
No, but okay, so that leads into another thing. Middle school dances, no one would dance. Like I remember, actually I think it was in 8th grade, now that I remember, because like they got a DJ, like a professional DJ, expecting to get like enough profits to cover the pay of the DJ. And Dulce probably knows more about this because she was in leadership in 8th grade, right? You were.
I don't
You
remember.
were when I was like secretary or something like that, and then I left because I was falling behind in math.
Oh, really? Well, I don't remember. Okay. Okay, I don't remember anything. But I think I was. If yeah, now that you talk about the teacher and who was like doing that, I think I was in
Hmm.
that one. In 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the school got a professional DJ expecting that it'll motivate more students to attend and they'll make more profits. But no, no, it didn't happen. And I don't know,
It
I
was
think it's,
sad.
yeah, I think it's because we were in middle school and everyone's kind of like just shy to dance around each other. There were like two people dancing, really. Everyone else was just standing in a circle and talking with their friends. And the DJ really tried hard to get the students to dance, but just no one was really feeling it. No, but it's different
I
now
mean,
in high school.
I was literally gonna ask you that. I was like, well, how do you feel about like high school dances?
Yeah, the high school dances are different, definitely much more different. I've only attended two, which were my junior year, the year that I just passed, and I don't know if we'll be able to attend any for senior year. But our school did an aloha dance, so it's like oh, welcome to the new school year dance, like a Hawaii dance, and then we also did a homecoming. So I attended those two. It was a lot of fun. The aloha dance, I was about to pull up those pictures too. The aloha dance, I met up with Dulce and we took some pictures at that backdrop they had. Okay, but the backdrop was in our NPR, and the NPR was all dark, obviously for the dance. And so we had to use a flash. Well, one of our friends was taking our pictures. Oh, it's Alfredo. We've mentioned Alfredo in this podcast already. Alfredo.
Alfredo, you're popular now.
Alfredo was taking our pictures, and it just wasn't working out. The flash, my eyes are like one is already smaller than the other, and the flash was just making my eyes close. So every single picture, my eyes were closed. Do you have the pictures to show them?
No, I was gonna ask you. Okay, because the one that we were struggling the most was with this one, because this one, your eyes kept on closing,
Every
and
single
you
picture that day, my eyes were
and you
closing.
you took that one, and then these I don't remember who took. I don't know in what phone we took these in, but
I
basically,
think all of them were taken on mine.
okay. So if you probably have the OG ones. I have we took so I posted this one. That's us telling Alfredo stop taking pictures of us.
We were trying to like fix our hair, and we had already been dancing, so we were kind of sweaty.
And this is us like at the end of the night. I feel like we look our best at the end of the night.
Yeah, probably because we weren't sweating as much. I'm looking for the pictures. I can't.
Let me see. I have more. I have a lot of pictures of Joanna, especially in middle school. Maybe I'll throw those in
Oh, I
just for
found them.
fun.
Oh wow, I thought it was in. I don't know why I thought it was this year, but it was last year. Okay, so look, as you can see here, I kind of tried to make the picture look a little more cuter with adding a prop, so that way it can kind of distract my eyeballs that were kept closing, but it still didn't distract. And as you can see, my eyeballs were closed here, and we had a little flamingo prop.
Oh my god, you need to send me those. I don't have any of those.
And then we tried like, oh, without flash. We're like, okay, maybe not flashes, so my eyes won't close. But then it was too dark. Can barely see us. And then I love this picture, but of course, my eyes had to close. Like,
Honestly, though, like I just realized that we've been struggling with technology even before we started this podcast.
yeah. And look, here's
Technology doesn't
Dulce.
like us.
Dulce has her eyeballs open, as you can see. And mine are barely even open. Like, why?
At least you have a cool flamingo on the side.
The flamingo didn't really save me and my closing eyeballs, though. I kind of got annoyed of taking pictures, so we just stopped.
I know we took we were actually standing there for quite a while.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Remember what happened to my chancla?
I forgot about that. Oh my. Dulce was dancing a little too hard that night.
Oh my god, I can't even. Okay, so I'm really sad though. I really like those sandals so much. Like I was like really sad at the end of the night. I had I had a dress on. I had flip flops. Usually, that's the thing about dance is you never know what to like type of shoe to bring because whenever I go to a dance, it's either I wear like flats, I wear sandals, or I wear like nice sandals, not like sandals, like nice sandals, and then like heels. This was a Hawaiian dance. Clearly, I wasn't gonna wear any of the other ones besides sandals. So I only owned one pair of sandals that were really nice. So I took them, and they were okay. At that point, they were already a little used because I used to wear them a lot. It was like my favorite pair of sandals that I owned because they were the only ones I had. Um, and so we were, dancing, getting a groove on.
Dulce on the dance floor.
No, 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 no. Technical difficulties.
Look, there's Dulce dancing.
Yes, we're partying in the USA. Woo! It's been an eventful year.
Oh, I didn't even see the pose that Dulce did for my phone, for my camera.
What did I do?
Oh wait, let me stop it at the pose.
I do. I do a lot of things without me realizing. What did I do?
You went like.
Oh my god. We're
Okay,
trying
so
to act cool.
go ahead. What were you saying?
That was the second or third dance I've actually ever gone in high school, and I danced a lot. That was like the first dance that I actually danced a lot in. So I'm not surprised that my chanclas didn't make it all the way through the night, but it was just sad. I think I was really sad because like because the chancla, so it's like a slip. It's like it has a thing between your toes. That thing, and it has like a little like flower thing. I don't know how to explain it. Hold up. I think I have another one. So these are some new ones that I bought like last summer ago, but these are still kind of new. So basically, here's my chancla.
So it was like that style, Chancla.
Yeah, and so it has this thing, right, that separates your toes. And basically, this stop laughing. And this thing ripped, so then I was just left with this part, but like it doesn't even matter at this point because it wouldn't stay on my feet. So I just had a useless shoe. I was basically barefoot.
Her foot was just slapping with the chancla, like.
Yeah, exactly. And then the worst part was that I had to call my mom and be like, Mom, I lost my chancla today. And she was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I know.
Wait, how did it happen? Because I remember we were outside already because our dances happen in our gym. So I know we were outside already and we were like laughing about the chancla. But did it happen when you were doing the dance, or were we walking to like the snack station? Or I don't remember that part.
So the thing about that night specifically, I think we were like everywhere. Like in some moments I was hanging out with you, and then like your group of friends, but I know them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alfredo and like I don't know if they wanted me to name more people, but
Yeah.
we were like I was talking to them and we were hanging out, and then I had my group of friends who were inside partying. And so I think at one point you guys were gonna go get food or something,
Yeah, I think.
and you guys left the actual dancing, but I stayed behind because I wanted to dance a little bit more. And then that's when that's when I got out to talk to my mom about the thing. I bumped into you, and I was like, you guys were talking to me, and I was like, look at my feet. I was like, look at my feet.
The chancla.
And the check was just like,
I know. It wasn't strong enough. What a tragedy.
but that's it, I guess.
What about homecoming? Did you go to homecoming?
Okay, but while we were talking about the chancla and all that, whatever that was, I came across some very interesting photos of Miss Ramos here. Which one should we expose Joanna for? Okay, well, I'll expose myself with her first, go down together. This is
No, that's the photo I was thinking of. I was thinking of that photo. Stop, that's not even exposing you. That's only exposing me. You look fine in that picture.
You can zoom into like Joanna's beautiful face right there.
No. It's not even my face. It's just my hair. Like, this was before I even like started experimenting with my hair. I would just put it in a ponytail all the time and it was too frizzy. Oh yes, we started a series on her Instagram page where like I love food. One of the first posts, I think, me eating pizza in the after school program.
Oh.
Well, me, look at that jawline though, like.
Dolan twins can never.
Dolan twins, you wish, like.
And then, wait, what are you eating here?
What? I think it was candy. Oh no, I think it was the lunch, like the little graham cookies they would give us.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was that. Even
that. And then
something.
And then we were getting a little creative.
Stop! My face looks so bad.
I took this artsy picture of Joanna. I don't think she realized I posted it, but
I didn't even know she took that of me. I was just trying to admire the roller coaster ahead of me.
So poetic. This is us at Nuts.
I think I lost that sweater.
Why did you lose that?
I think I lost it at Disneyland when I went with my mom. I had it around my waist, and then we were in line for a ride, and then I realized it wasn't around my waist no more.
Woo!
It just came off.
Good.
Oh, I like that one. I'm so weird though. I was eating ice cream with fruit.
Oh, that's not a very great mixture now that I think about it.
I was just like, what was going on?
Okay, well, that's all y'all get for now. We have a lot more, so we might continue this some other time.
Maybe next podcast I'll expose some pictures of Dulce if I can find some.
Oh my god. I actually had one, and I think you sent it to me. It was one where I was like pretending to sleep, and I was like
Oh yeah. So no, you weren't pretending to sleep. This day, Dulce was a little upset, and I don't know. I don't remember why, but
I don't
she was
remember.
like, we were in the library, and there's some chairs, and she was just like this because she said her head hurt. She was like that, and I took a picture, and I showed it to Isabel because Isabel was there too, and she said to make like a meme out of it. And what I added there on the text,
I
she
have it.
told me to write that. Wait, show it. What does it even say? Oh, I thought you had the one with the text. But yes, that is a picture. And look, I have this picture. The guy that Dulce was texting, look, she's ready for that kiss. It doesn't let me stay. Let me rotate it.
Oh my god, the braid! If you guys have not listened to
No, Dulce's face is not being shown.
it doesn't want to expose me today.
Let me lower the
If
brightness.
you guys have not listened to Domus with the Braids, listen to that podcast.
You see that little kiss?
Oh my god! Take that away. Oh my god, I love you. No. Joe, is that how you really want to play this game right now? Is this how
I also
it's
have
gonna
one of
be?
Isabel. When Isabel is ready to be seen, I have one here.
You make her act like she's disappeared.
Stop! Me covering it like if there's gonna cover.
That's what I was doing with yours. I was like, what am I doing?
You know what, guys? The podcast is over because Dulce wanted the picture that I zoomed in wasn't even that bad, but she did. So
I was
goodbye,
like,
Dulce. So hi guys, it's just me now. I put Dulce in the waiting room. Do we want to let her in? Yeah, I don't know about that. Let me try finding like an embarrassing picture of her, and then maybe we can let her in. Like, oh, this is not really an embarrassing picture. No, it's so nice. So nice. This is another picture. Oh, I'll show this picture. Okay, I'm gonna bring her back now. Admitting, she's joining. She's calling me on Instagram. Hi, welcome back. So, stop texting your boyfriend. Okay, but look, I found this picture. It's so bright.
oh, we look great there. We look so cute.
Which in the picture I'm gonna show?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little teaser for y'all on my Instagram and put it on our Lemon Talk Podcast. Follow us at Lemon Talk Podcast on Instagram. I'm gonna put a little teaser. See what you guys think that we're talking about.
Oh, no wonder I can't find any pictures of you. Most of them are in my Snapchat gallery.
Oh my god, don't even. I have no Snapchat galleries. Worst thing ever.
Back when Snapchat was the app.
Well, I don't want to be a hater, but I gotta run this
Oh no,
parade.
Dulce has to go to a Zoom, guys. She wants to leave our Zoom to go to another Zoom. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
we will be ending it here, and I will end it with blessing you with this last picture of Dulce.
Oh my god.
So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed our first like unstructured podcast. Feel free to let us know if you like it better like this or back to our old version. So
Or can mix it up, give you some taste, or just hang out with y'all. We miss you.
yes. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on Lemon Talk Podcast on Instagram as well as Lemon Talk Podcast on YouTube so you could see this video and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.